Reverend Dr. Moni Babatunde, and I am an associate priest at St. Andrew's Church in Cobham. What first made me feel a sense of calling to ministry? To be honest, I think my call was discerned by others before I was awakened to it at all. I have always had a sense to serve in God's church, and I did that in several roles within the church. But it was during my stint as Churchwarden that the vicar then pulled me aside after a Churchwarden's meeting and asked me the question, Moni, have you ever thought of being a priest? Now, there was a long silence before I thought, well, I don't know. But I didn't say no. He just went on to say that he felt that I had qualities which they thought was very suitable to being a priest. And he asked me to go away and start thinking. And that was exactly what I did. But I walked out of that room on that day, and I always thought, one, I didn't say no. And two, I didn't exactly ask him what qualities he meant when he said I had the right qualities to be a priest. What's my experience been like serving the church? It has been amazing. There's a sense of joy in serving. It's also been very humbling. I think right from the beginning, I certainly had a big sense of unworthiness, and that I think faded a little bit through my discernment process and through the training. But I do feel humbled that I have been called. I certainly know that it's not of my own making. I'm not quite sure, what makes me feel, that I'm doing it, but I am doing it, and I'm enjoying it. It's humbling to walk alongside people at times of joy, as well as times of sorrow when they are going through some really dark times. There's a sense of fulfillment when we have events in church and we know that people who need comfort, who need love, are able to attend that and feel a certain sense of belonging and, not being alone. There is a sense of being humbled again when I preside, at a service. So there's a wealth of emotions and a mixture of feelings there. But as I say these days, that I think I've been a priest for about 5 years now, I can't quite imagine myself doing something else. If I could give any advice to somebody who's exploring ministry today, who's from an ethnic minority background, what would the advice be? I would say go for it. Don't be deterred if you come across any opposition. Try and talk to people, see if your call is genuine. If it is genuine, it certainly has to be discerned in others as well as yourself. But don't give up. Certainly talk to other UKM EGMH priests that you might know, maybe if they're in your diocese. Ask them about what the process is, what their journey has been like, and what it feels like being a priest, or what it is like being a priest in the Church of England as a UK, a UKME priest. And yeah, keep going for it. And it is, as I say, a joy and a blessing to be in this role and in this position. I think that the church should be a place of welcome. It should be a place of solace where anyone can come and know that they are part of the body of Christ, where there is no difference in race, color. And I think there have been a lot of changes in recent years. Certainly a lot of work has been done towards racial justice, but there is still more work to be done. Certainly to change the culture in the church so that everybody is welcomed. In the wider church, I think we need representation. It is important to see somebody in leadership and senior leadership roles that looks like you when you are from an ethnic minority background. So we need more UKME, GMH people in synod. We need them as bishops. We need them in archdeacon roles, as well as in senior roles within the church offices, and on a national level as well as a diocesan level. And also, we need ourselves to be more flexible in our worship, so that somebody from an ethnic minority background attending a church can feel part of that congregation. Flexibility in liturgy, flexibility in the songs, and in the way in which the services are put out, so that you feel like you belong. And that is what we should all feel like when we come to church, like we belong to the body of Christ.